Indianapolis. Tonight we kick off week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Indianapolis Colts. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Blue check. Hut, hut.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
And that's definitely the way to get things started. That's the way it was drawn up in the locker room, in pregame, and everything. And they got it done right away, running the ball for a big game.
Ultra. Go ultra. Here we go. 33. Yellow. Ready?
Now the first carry here for the running back. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Burst there, and he nicely bit off. A pretty decent game.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 5.
Ready.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical to be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
22-yard line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Red. Set. 45. White. Hut, hut.
They'll look to throw here. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I thought at first he tried to run it, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Tag. Bronco 80.
Now ETN to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You look at this Steeler defense, and they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. That's good for an Indianapolis first down, a gain of Saints at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
When the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Let's go now. 70 Lions. Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. This defense for the Steelers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
It's early, but a natural cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
They get him to the ground out on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Back to the air with Richardson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround? He's got it at the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. At their own 22-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there, you don't have time to dwell on things, and look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with the win.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Handoff running left is ETN. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Now he's going to step up and run. He'll get this off DTN. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. Now Richardson back to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
It's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
The Colts send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Here we go.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this out past the 10. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a 3rd and about 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And that is incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Powering his way forward. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. ETN up the middle. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. 2nd quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. As they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Ready.
Richardson looking to throw. Down the field, he's got Noel. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Give him 30 yards there.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Let's go.
Caught here, right side, Noel. Touchdown. Jalen Noel from 3 yards out. And the Colts are an extra point away from evening this one up. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece.
That ties the game at 10.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And they will
not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Here we go.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason,
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 23. Looking to put a drive together.
Ready?
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Oh, look at the juke. Across midfield. He's on his way. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Football. And it's picked up. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
it's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Now the try here for the point after. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Steelers 24, Colts 10.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Only good for saving face, seen the cosmetics. How many heads I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up, we up the plyometric. Ran up by the Lux when that's up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet, you could diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit, let these cowards tell it. Walk in New Orleans with the etiquette of LA yelling.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's Richardson to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good.
With the kind of game he's had so far, he had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And seeing no
options. He just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it.
He's got a man, complete. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Alec Pierce halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Colts are back within a score.
Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
Just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
This is all about finding the open space in the middle of the field. How do you do that? One way is through play action. That's going to freeze those linebackers for just a split second, and sometimes that's all you need. They run a deep in route behind them, and it works to perfection.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the 29-yard line.
Ready. Block 40. Set.
Looking to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Calling out a very strong gain of 24.
First 38.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Yellow, go. Hut.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns.
The kicker on for the
Now the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Steelers 31, Colts 17.
Damn, I miss you, Chester.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
18-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field and a lot of the attack in through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and this shows on the scoreboard.
Ready.
Richardson working from the gun. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
First and 10
Wait.
at the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Blue 32.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 17-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete here to bring up fourth down as the rookie couldn't haul it in. Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Come on.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 70.
Now Richardson. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot him at the 44.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 1.
Richardson looking to throw this.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Hawk 70, Mustang 19. Go.
Richardson going on 4th down.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Down. Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. So the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs.
Come on, here we go. Ready.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Steelers are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point splits the uprights. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Colts 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
21-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
19, start, 18, right.
Richardson. That's to his tight end, Tyler Warren. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
14 yards.
A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis, and also move the sticks from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
32-yard line.
Ready?
From the shotgun, Richardson. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Richardson out of the shotgun. And he's got Pierce. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line.
Colts 1st down.
Again, it's Richardson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyler Warren, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Colts get a late score here, the final minute of the 1st half. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here.
The Colts will
Richardson will throw for it.
conversion.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Ready.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Into space at the 45. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Pittsburgh.
Here we go. Here we go. Black 40. Ready.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
2nd and a couple.
Let's go now. Red, 38. Punt.
Here's a give up the middle. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Set. Forward. 70 Timberwolves.
Operating from the gun, Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Richardson now from the gun on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Let's
First
go
and
now.
10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Got his man, it's Warren.
Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45.
It's a gain of 7.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And it's taken in at the 9. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Here we go. Blue, 32, switch, yellow.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll set up to throw.
And they were looking to set up the screen, but that's going to be incomplete. Almost wound up going the other way. Well covered defensively, and it'll bring up third down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Yellow, 43, ready.
Out of the gun now on third down.
And ball complete. It's a rookie from Oklahoma.
Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, first and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
It'll be a gain of just a yard. And it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 9 at the Steelers' 26-yard line.
Ready,
Straight ahead, ETN.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Travis Etienne,
26 yards.
and the Colts are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Point after, right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
32.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. He gets a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Well, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
Picked up by Kenny Moore. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers taken down.
Derek Harmon
Busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
ready.
Here's a give to Etienne.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
99 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for him.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Colts first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
That's good for a Colts.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range. Go for it, but as you said, they picked it up. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. It's his guy on the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one. That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Here we go, here we go.
Now Richardson back to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And this one is right through. And that lead is back down to 9 now. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation, they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Hands it off out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Eagle, blue, 32. Ready?
Back to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Forget the rolling of 3rd and 1. They shot the D and rip off a pretty big play. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31.
Fly blue. 60 red. Hey, green. Hut, hut.
Now a handoff looking right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Ready. Red, 38. Set.
He'll look to throw. He'll find Metcalf. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
10 black. Set, hut.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
2nd and 10.
Trap 60, trap 60. 2. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now it's Richardson. Now he's going to step up and run. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
It's certainly becoming rarer by the year to see a franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Here's Richardson to throw.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Back to the air with Richardson. A short one there, caught by Warren.
They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Richardson looking to throw. Down the field, he's got Noel.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
That's good for the Colts. 1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
ETN is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Richardson working from the gun. Now he'll take this and run.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
And goal.
Cougar 19. 18, Rattler, 18.
Now Richardson.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
There's your co-NFL record holder, T.J. Watt, doing what he does best, terrorizing quarterbacks.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Deputy Lions.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Touchdown, Colts! A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Colts have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
The try here for the extra point.
The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
22-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They go play action here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what... And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Colts TD.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eye.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is 48, Steelers 47.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch. On the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
22 middle. Here we go.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll make it 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Black, 95.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bombing him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
They'll look to throw again.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for Colts TD. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone. For a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Cup 19. 70 Lions.
Throwing after the interception. Sanders over the middle. That's caught by Metcalf. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. On play action, here's Shadur.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. There he goes, left side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for Colts TD. Point after here coming up. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
It's the score. Colts 69. Steelers 47.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The the Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss. Because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Throwing, Sanders.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great play there. 41 yards. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
55.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Colts are going to recover the football. And that should be enough to get them home. And they are going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. Now going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Steelers 55.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off, let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Here we go, set.
To throw is Sanders. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Well, whistles and a timeout call here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And as this defense walks off the field,